Everybody, welcome back to the Jordan Report, and I am your host, Robert Jordan. Everyone, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Okay, guys, Trump is usually right about this type of stuff. He warned us that this would be an unmitigated disaster, and that's exactly what this is turning out to be. This is New York, people. And believe me, people, the people who are going to suffer the most, the people whose votes is going to be disenfranchised, will be the black and brown people that the Democrats claim to be fighting for. This is what's going on in Brooklyn. Voters across Brooklyn get absentee ballot return envelopes with wrong name and address. They're already screwing up. They already messed up the primary there. They're still counting the primary ballots there. The city Board of Elections sent absentee ballots to some Brooklyn voters with return envelopes bearing strangers' names and addresses, the city has learned. I'm going to show you the local news clip in a second. In those cases, if a voter fills out the presidential election ballot and sends it in as instructed, their vote could be attributed to another person. As of late Monday, the city had received calls and emails from several voters affected by the apparent screw-up in at least 5 neighborhoods. Victor Edel of Sheepshead Bay said she received a return envelope with the name and address of a woman who lives on one street away and has a last name that begins with a D. This is not my ballot. We have this random lady's ballot. It's like they messed up in a big way. Valerie Vasquez, a spokesman for the City Board of Elections, blamed a vendor hired by the agency Phoenix Graphics of Rochester, New York, hired to print and distribute absentee ballots in Brooklyn and Queens. Okay, people, we knew this was coming. I'm going to show you the local news clip, and we're out of here.
So many people concerned about making sure their vote gets counted this year, and people are opting for absentee ballots. Now we are learning that some voters across Brooklyn are reporting that they got the wrong absentee ballot sent to their home, and it is raising a lot of concern.
5 weeks until Election Day, and some voters who requested absentee ballots are getting ballots meant for someone else. One Pix 11 viewer tweeting, "I received my absentee ballot today addressed to me, but the official absentee ballot envelope inside has a different woman's name and address. My husband also received his absentee ballot today with the same mistake. How can we resolve this?" Hannah and her husband are apparently not the only ones. Voters across at least 5 neighborhoods have been identified by the news outlet The City as getting the wrong oath envelope to return those ballots, including Sheepshead Bay, Crown Heights, Prospect Heights, Park Slope, and Dumbo. The Board of Elections responding to their story saying, "We are determining how many voters have been affected, but we can assure that the vendor will address the problem in future mailings and make sure people who received erroneous envelopes receive new ones." The BOE also tweeting that anyone who gets an incorrect oath envelope should reach out so a new ballot can be sent. The Board of Elections not only receives and registers votes, but they also match signatures. So any ballot returned with an incorrect signature should be invalidated to prevent voter fraud.
Now keep some deadlines in mind. October 9th is the deadline to register as a voter, so you still have time to do that. You can request that absentee ballot all the way up until October 27th, and as long as it is postmarked by November 3rd, which is the same as in-person election day, your absentee ballot will be counted. Still, it's something that is a little bit upsetting for people to see that they're getting these oath envelopes that have the wrong address. Also adding to this is these absentee ballots say absentee military ballot. That doesn't mean you need to be in the military to vote. That is simply how those were printed. So go ahead and make sure that your vote counts. Reporting this morning from Brooklyn Heights, I'm Kirsten Cole-Pixel.
All right, guys, that still leaves thousands of ballots out there. That still leaves a big problem.